Yesterday's video report, I detailed as well on my site how I was becoming a little wishy-washy on the Cowboys-Giants contest. Last week, early this week, I loved the Cowboys and the over. Game time approached, I started thinking maybe the Giants would get the job done at home. Bottom line, as I told you yesterday, you can never, ever, ever afford to be wishy-washy when you're a gambler. You can't vacillate. A moment of indecision, that means you don't bet that game. The other thing that I'm a firm believer in is you always go with your first inclination, which when you think about it is the same thing as saying don't be wishy-washy. But I had a choice yesterday. I told you I didn't think the best bet on the board was in the NFL. I thought it was in baseball. And instead, I came out with a big 15-dime play. Now, I know 15 dimes doesn't sound like a lot, especially when I'm going to talk about Anthony Redd with a 100-dime play tonight in college football in a moment. But to me, that is a big, big play since 99% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes. And it was an easy winner. And you got it as part of the $5 special promotion of the week play, which won for the 4th consecutive week, as I gave you the Washington Nationals on the run line last night. And I mean, I got to be honest with you guys, I only watched 3 innings of that game. I was already up 5-0, and there was no doubt I was going to win that one as the Nationals just absolutely continued to slaughter the Cubs. 12 homers the past 2 days in consecutive routes of Chicago. And for me, it was baseball winner number 11 out of 12. It was my 15-dime baseball winner number 7 in a row. It was run line winner number 11 out of 12. Tonight, I'm going to do the same exact thing, guys. I am not a fan of this Cincinnati-Pittsburgh game. You never force action. You force action, you might as well just hand your money over to your sports book. That's how it goes. You never force action as a gambler. To me, the best bet is once again in baseball. It's baseball winner number 12 out of 13. It's winning day number 22 out of 29 overall for me. Now, I'll give you a free pick in just a moment here for tonight's contest and my thoughts on Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, and we'll talk about how this line has moved up. You know, yesterday you could have had the Panthers. Matter of fact, even this morning, you could have had Cincinnati. I'll go with the favorite. You could have had Cincinnati in this game laying 4.5. Public has come in heavy on Cincinnati, guys. You can now get Pittsburgh 5.5 points as the dog in this contest. As I said, I'll break it down for you in just a moment. But here, I want to give you an opportunity. If you happen to get the play yesterday, or maybe you've gotten my plays for the past 29 days, right? And I've been on that incredible run to save some money. If you're interested in making a commitment long term, if you want to save $129 off of a purchase of one of my long-term packages of 30 days or more, today, use this coupon code AL129, 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 and that will save you $129 off the purchase of any package of mine 30 days or more. So for example, for 30 days of service, instead of paying $449, boom, guys, you're paying $320, taking $129 off that total. 60 days of service right now is $699. You would take $129 right off the total. I mean, the best package is the one that runs right through the Super Bowl on February 3rd of 2013. Take $129 right off the total. And again, that coupon code is AL129, AL129, AL129. In a moment, I'm going to get to your free pick on Cincinnati and Pittsburgh, my thoughts on the contest that I really don't particularly care for, to be honest with you. And I also have a special trial offer coming up for the Insider Money Move service as well. But first, let's talk about who's hot and who's not. First of all, congratulations to Craig Davis. Last night, cashing in with his 3rd consecutive 50-dime winner to kick off the football season. The first 2 came in college. Last night, 50-dime winner on the Dallas Cowboys. And overall, it was his 50-dime winner number 16 out of 21 and 12 out of 15. FYI, tonight, Craig, who's going for winning day number 6 out of 8, 20-dime winner number 8 out of 11 on Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Over the past 9 weeks, $10 better has won over $3,000 following his advice in all sports combined. And in the NFL, dating back to last season, after kicking off the year with that winner last night, those same $10 bettors have won $7,240. Also, Anthony Redd last night said the best bet was not the side in the Cowboys and Giants. Instead, he came out with a 50-dime total release and scored with the game staying under the posted price. Well, today, he's doubling his efforts and doubling his money as well. He's got his 100-dime winner, number 6 out of 8. One and only 100-dime Big East game of the year, Pittsburgh and Cincinnati, twice as strong as last night's 50-dime winner on the under. Keep in mind, his first 100-dime release last year in college football was Mississippi State burying Memphis 59-14. 100-dime winner, number 6 out of 8. One and only 100-dime Big East game of the year going tonight for Anthony Red. Also, congratulations, Scott Delaney. His red-hot run continued last night with a 15-dime winner on the Cowboys outright. Tonight, 30-dime football winner number 6 out of 9 on Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. Keep in mind that Scott Delaney, is a perfect 3-0 with 80-dime releases so far this college football season, and they won by a combined 79 points. Kudos going out to Chuck O'Brien, who last night scored with a 20-dime play on the Cowboys. Tonight, a play twice as strong. 40-dime college football winner number 2 in a row in Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. I cannot remember for the life of me. It was some Mid-American Conference game. It's probably on his website. Who 40-dime winner? Ohio versus Northern Illinois. There you go. Ohio versus Northern Illinois, and that was way back last December, obviously, last time we had college football. So that is Chuck O'Brien's 40-dime college winner number 2 in a row. That's going tonight. The only downside that I can tell you about yesterday was Jeff Benton, who had cashed in with consecutive 30-dime college football releases on Saturday and Monday, who hit his second biggest baseball play of the entire season, a 60-dime play on Tuesday night. Last night he had a 50-dime play. He was on the Giants, and of course he was a loser with that selection. Listen, I want to talk about the Insider Money Move service here for a moment, guys, because I want to give you an opportunity to try it for 7 days. And I want to give you that 7-day opportunity so you get college football from today and tomorrow and all of Saturday's card. You can see it in action for the first full Sunday of the NFL, because I'll be upfront with you. The Insider Money Move service is not for everybody, okay? It is not for everybody. Because what the Insider Money Move service is basically, guys, unlike a handicapper like myself or any of the guys at the site, the Insider Money Move service is the plays are based on the big players, the syndicates that we have access to from our guys in Vegas, getting those plays directly. Now, you'll hear a lot of charlatans, con artists, with their 800 numbers, or they're pitching their 900 numbers. Some of them even selling stuff on internet websites, telling you they've got the inside information. They've got the late-breaking steam moves. You know what that is? It's all BS. They're sitting in there in front of an odd service, and the minute that odd service, the line goes from yellow to red or from green to blue, they're saying that's the late steam move, and they're inventing the inside information. I'm telling you now, we've got the people in Vegas, the various casinos. There are such things as betting syndicates, okay? You know that, right? And the big bettors, you got to be aware of what they're doing. When they get down and the plays are made, you get it via the Insider Money Move service, where it's really, really different than having a handicapper's places. Sometimes there's 1 play a day. Sometimes there's 8 games a day. Sometimes you get the play hours before game time. Sometimes you get it 10 minutes before game time. Again, it's all based on when the access to the plays is gotten and when the play is actually made in Vegas by a bettor, a big bettor, a syndicate, etc. That's when there's a release on the Insider Money Moves. Listen, on the Insider Money Moves page here, there's a video of me. I go into detail talking about it, okay? Normally, 7 days of this service is $179. And that covers more than football, guys. It covers baseball as well. To give you an idea how it's been doing, well, since its debut 2 Octobers ago in 2010, it's 1,133 wins, 1,017 losses, so it's well over 115 games over 500. The past 24 days, it's 39, 22, and 3. So that's long-term and short-term profit. If you'd like to try it for 7 days, it'll cost you $5. $5 for 7 days. Again, I do this because it's not for everybody, but you have to be the judge of it, okay? That coupon code is, let me just make sure I give you the right one. It is INSIDE174. INSIDE174. INSIDE 174, no space between inside and 174. If you happen to be a new customer here at the site, never made a purchase before, want to try it, you go to the site, you have to create an account, takes you like 60 seconds. Then, whether you're a new customer or an old customer, you go to the Insider Money Moves page, you hit the Buy Now button next to the 7 days of service. It puts the 7 days of service in your shopping cart for $179. You use that coupon code, entering in the little box where noted, inside 174. Inside 174, again, no space between the word or the number, and that will leave you a net cost of just $5, guys, and you get 7 days of the service for free. Again, I have a video on the site. There's a rundown of how you get the plays. Just quickly, you get the plays by either sitting here on the site and watching the page refresh, get them by email, you can get them by text message, or what I think is the absolute best way to do it. And listen, guys, you can do all 4 methods. You can do one of them. It's up to you. I think the best way, however, is the automated phone call, because that's the fastest. That's the most guaranteed. And it can be your cell phone, your work number. You can change the number. You know, you put in the number that you want, and you get an automated message that tells you exactly what the play is. Text messages, people think it's fast, but it really depends on your carrier, the time of the day, the backlog. Sometimes text messages, guys, you don't get them for 10 minutes, depending on all those other situations. So it's not the fastest. I personally use the automated phone call system, but try them all out again for $5 for 7 days. Okay, let's see. I gave you all the rundown here for the coupons. I told you as far as me, once again, save $129 on any purchase 30 days or more for my packages, and that is AL. Once again, $129, AL129, AL129 is that coupon code. For your game here this evening, let's talk about it. And, well, yeah, I mean, geez, Cincinnati, as I alluded to earlier, this line has escalated from 4 early this morning, 3.5. You could get it yesterday afternoon to 5, 5.5, and 5.5 is the more likely price. I wouldn't be surprised to see the public keep on coming in on this contest, because what has happened here, and what always happens early in college football, especially for these midweek games, is people woke up this morning and they said, hey, there's a nationally televised college football game tonight. It's in the Big East Conference. It's Pittsburgh and Cincinnati. I might want to bet that game. And then the first thing they did, they saw Cincinnati's making its season debut, and then they saw that Pittsburgh played last week. And Pittsburgh lost to Youngstown State. They didn't lose to Florida. They didn't lose to Ohio State. They didn't lose to Auburn. They lost to Youngstown State, a Division I AA school. That's at least what we used to call it in the good old days before we had the FBS, the FCS, the FAD. I don't know what the hell all these damn things are called. But here's the thing with Cincinnati. I mean, this is a totally rebuilt Cincinnati team as well. So you've got a Pittsburgh team that has some offensive quality with the return of Ray Graham, who in limited number of carries last week had a decent game, 74 yards against Youngstown State. But remember, he was leading the Big East Conference in rushing last year after 8 games before suffering a knee injury. They also have a veteran quarterback in Tino Cesare, but they also have another head coach. That's, 3 or 4 new head coaches in a 3-year period. One was hired and fired, I think, before he even took the field. Cincinnati, meanwhile, has a quarterback who made 5 starts last year but completed just 47% of his passes in those 5 starts. It's not like he was setting the world on fire. Decent dual-threat quarterback, but you have to look at the turnover on the Cincinnati roster. More than 60 players on the Cincinnati roster are first- and second-year players. So this is not the Cincinnati team that went 10-3 last year and beat Vanderbilt in the Liberty Bowl. This is not the Cincinnati team that's gone bowling 5 of the last 6 years, winning 55 games in that 6-year period. This is a team that is young and inexperienced, just like Pittsburgh. This is a Cincinnati team that lost its top running back from a year ago, Isaiah Pead, who's now in the NFL. It lost its sacks leader from a year ago, Derek Wolfe, also in the NFL. And that defense wasn't any good for Cincinnati last year, giving up 260 passing yards a game. But despite all that being said, Pittsburgh, for Christ's sake, lost to Youngstown State last week. I mean, you just don't lose to Youngstown State. That's the bottom line. Not a way to make your coaching debut at the University of Pittsburgh, and they lost that game 31-17. I mean, they gave up 381 total yards in that contest. So even though this line keeps going up, if you put a gun to my head, I would bet Cincinnati tonight, because Cincinnati runs a spread attack. That's the offense they run. Guess what offense Youngstown State runs? You guessed it, the spread. And FYI, your Double Jeopardy bonus question is, quickly name me the nickname of Youngstown State. Come on. Dun, 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 dun. It is the Penguins. There you go, in case Alex Trebek runs into you on the subway tonight. Anyway, I like Cincinnati tonight. I think the best bet is still in baseball. And that'll do it. Good luck to you guys. And check out the Insider Money Moves 7-day trial that I gave you the information about earlier. And I will catch you again on Friday when we do this all over once more.